I welcome you all to this session of research methodology. So we started with the part of observation. We have discussed that after sampling we carry out the data collection, and for collecting the data we need to do the observation. To carry out the observation, we have discussed that there are various methods for doing the process of observation. Even we have discussed what are the essential requirements, what are the things that you should keep in mind while taking the observations and everything. Now we will take some of the methods that are related to the primary source of data collection. Let me remind you, we have discussed two methods. The first method is related to the primary source of data collection and a secondary source of data collection. Primary source of data collection is related to the personal involvement of an individual or the researcher to carry out the research study while doing the experimentation, which means that either by taking the interview or by becoming the part of survey, conducting the survey. So these are called as the primary source of data collection. Secondary source of data collection means reading the literatures, gaining the information from the others' work, maybe from book, advertisement, from reports, anything. So now in this particular session, we will discuss some of the methods that are related to primary source of data collection. We will discuss with the part of the fastest mode of communication nowadays, that is called as the E mode of communication. So primary data collection using the email method. Okay, email survey, mail survey it is basically called as. So we will discuss one by one the various parts that are related to this. E-mode survey method. Again, over here in E-mode survey method, we will consider the part that is related to when it is necessary, why we should do it, how we can do it, what are the things that should be considered. Everything we should be able to answer at the end of this lecture. So the E-mode mail survey is a type of a primary data collecting method. Why? Because personally we are trying to gather information which is not being published earlier. The process is to send the questionnaires. Questionnaires means the set of questions to the respondent. Respondent is a person who is considered to respond back while asking them to answer and send it back. Send what? Send the set of questions that you have mailed them. What type of questions we send to the respondent? We send the questions that are related to your hypothesis, that are related to your research work, and then we expect their feedback on it and to send it back. It is expected that the survey sheet shall contain multiple choice questions so that it can be answered very soon. If the questions are given and the descriptive answers are expected, then it will take time, as well as with the number of respondents, the answer will start varying to a large extent. So it is the skill of researcher that what they want to study in their research, they should select the questions, and even the variables what they want to study should be kept under the multiple choice question selection. As it does not involve face-to-face conversation between the investigator and respondent, it is done through the E mode. It is respondent oriented survey method, because finally the survey sheet will be filled by respondent. So it is respondent oriented survey method. There are various types of questionnaires to develop survey sheet, like structured pattern or unstructured pattern. So when you want to develop your survey sheet questionnaires, again it can be done into two parts, either structured or unstructured. Now, how to process your data collection? If you want to carry out the email process of data collection, that means the primary survey method, what we should do? First, we should prepare the list of email of expected participants. Now you should be very clear that your project work is related to what. If it is something related to checking out the growth of a crop with utilization of some fertilizer, then your participants will be different. As compared to the study of students' performance in the class, depending upon their home situations, and then the participants will be their parents or guardians. So you should be very precise about your work, and you should select your participants means sample in very good way. Framing the questions set in sequential growth and not randomly arranged. It means that anyone who will look to your survey sheet questionnaires, there should not be the direct and the random questions. It should be in the sequence right from the starting of your research zest, research curiosity. Like, if we are setting the example related to the performance of the students, related to their family background, related to the influence of the family members or the home environment on the students' performance, then the questionnaire may start from the question like either it is a joint family or it is an dependent family, or maybe the questions can start from the number of the members in the family, and so on. Provide maximum possible multiple choice question with choice of option other and blank space to write it. Now, majority of the times what happens is that the researcher try to frame the questionnaires with his mindset. However, there are many other factors that can be responsible, but researcher is not aware of it. So when we try to gather the information from various minds, some of the important information can also be gained. So thus we should always keep a flexible point in it with an option of other, where researcher, if not find a probable justificable answer out of the choice, he can click on the others and write the answer. Data compilation method to be priorly decided and tested. Once you get all the data from the respondents, you need to keep all that data in data bank properly, and then you need to compile the records. Now, how to compile? Either on the basis of questions, either on the basis of answers, either on the basis of their age. So you should be well aware of the method of compilation before you try to compile the data. Covering letter attached and file compilation. It means that if you want to send the survey sheet questionnaire to the respondent, it should be consisting of the covering letter. Where you should clearly mention what is the purpose of this questionnaire, how important this questionnaire is for the research of yourself and other, what is expected from the respondent. Everything should be clearly mentioned. Delivery of the sheets. Now, once everything is ready, then how to deliver your sheet? Either you can deliver the sheet personally, or these sheets can be given through the advertisement, or it can be by the newsstands. You can mail your questionnaire sheet. You can attach to a particular product. This is the normal process that many of the companies follow while sending their product. You can take it online feedback system also. Segregating the questions and rating as per respondings. It means that when you try to set the various questions, while setting all these questions, you need to give the importance to the questions depending upon the response how people are giving. So say for example, if there is question number 1 and there are 4 choice A, B, C, D. So you should know that how many people has given the response for A, for B, for C and D, and the maximum and the minimum responding option should also be highlighted. Which questions are having more weightage, where one should concentrate, should given special weightage. Sending letters of thank for participation to respondents. Since the complete studies related to the respondents' reply, how they respond, it becomes the part of responsibility, it becomes the ethical part of researcher to send the letter of thanks for the active participation and support to the respondent. So this will bring the positivity and optimistic approach towards your research work. E-survey data collection, what are the merits and demerits? First merit is that when you do the survey using the method, electronic method, it is less costly method because no human resource is specially required. It overcomes constraint of geographical region and season. You can send it to the other country very directly. Even if there is heavy rainfall, the correspondence will not stop. It maintains the time schedule of respondent as they can solve it as per their time convenience. Once you send the survey sheet to any particular person, even if they are busy, they can look to the email and can check it and then solve it again. Mail survey is bias free as there is no personal intention. You are not knowing about the individual, and basically the respondents also don't know much about you, so it becomes the bias free process. It has its own limitations, like not all respondents may take it seriously and thus its response rate is less. So if you think that everyone will reply, it is well and good, but normally if there is a negligence of some group of people, and thus we can say that the response rate is somewhat less. Result sample sheet may not be accurate enough as it is respondent oriented. So you have judged the result on the basis of the respondents, what they have given to you, and on that basis you have collected. So sample sheet may not be accurate. This is because you don't know how seriously the individual has taken the survey sheet, questionnaires, and given the reply. So if you want to conduct your research work and if you want to do the primary survey method, one of the method we have discussed over here is by the E-mode survey mailing method. Even we have discussed what are the contents, what we should do, what are the merits and demerits of this method. Now in the next lecture, we will discuss some another method related to the primary survey. We will stop over here. Thank you.